I didn't lie because I was trying to trick him. At least that's what I told myself. I lied because I was scared. Scared of looking easy. Scared of looking stupid. Scared that if he knew the real number, the real stories, the real version of me before him, he wouldn't love me the same way. So I edited my past, trimmed it down, polished it, turned a messy, chaotic, embarrassing few years into something small and digestible, something acceptable. And somehow I convinced myself that was harmless, because it happened before him, before us. So it shouldn't matter, right? That's what I kept repeating. It shouldn't matter. But apparently it mattered enough to end my entire marriage. When I met Caleb, I remember thinking he was too good for me. Not in a cheesy, romantic way. In a real way. He was steady, calm, kind. The type of guy who returned shopping carts and called his mom every Sunday. The type of guy who actually listened when you talked. The type of guy who didn't treat women like disposable entertainment. Which was very different from the men I dated before him. Before Caleb, my life was messy. A lot of partying. A lot of situationships. A lot of nights I barely remembered. I wasn't evil. I wasn't some villain. Just young and stupid and desperate for validation. I confused attention with affection. If a guy texted me at 1 a.m., I went. If someone bought me drinks, I stayed. If a relationship got hard, I left. I told myself I was free-spirited. Looking back, I was just lonely. But by the time I met Caleb at 27, I was exhausted. I didn't want chaos anymore. I wanted safe. I wanted steady. I wanted someone who wouldn't disappear at 2 a.m. or cheat or lie or make me feel replaceable. Caleb was all of that. On our third date, we stayed up talking until sunrise in his apartment kitchen. Just talking. No games, no pressure, no drama. And I remember thinking, oh no, this is serious. This is someone who could actually matter. Which meant he could actually reject me. That's when the fear started. The past questions came about 2 months in. We were laying in bed, half asleep, doing that lazy, late-night honesty thing couples do. How many serious relationships have you had? He asked. 2, I said. True. Then he asked casually, what about, overall? I knew what he meant. Body count. God, I hate that phrase. But the number? My stomach dropped. Because my real number? It wasn't cute. It wasn't college boyfriend and 1 rebound. It was a lot. Way more than his. And I could already picture his face changing, judging, recalculating me. So I panicked. And I cut it down to like a third. I literally did math in my head. Subtract this guy. That guy didn't count. That was barely anything. That one was a mistake. That one doesn't matter. I said a number that sounded normal, respectable. Something that wouldn't scare him off. He just nodded. Okay, he said softly. That was it. No reaction, no interrogation, just acceptance. And instead of feeling relieved, I felt guilty. But not guilty enough to correct it. Because everything kept going so perfectly. We fell in love fast. Moved in together after a year. Got engaged 6 months later. Everyone said we were couple goals. Stable, healthy, drama-free. I wore that label like a badge of honor. Look at me now, I'd think. I'm not that messy girl anymore. I reinvented myself. Except I didn't reinvent anything. I just buried it. And buried things have a way of resurfacing. I should have known. The past always waits. It waits patiently for the worst possible moment. 3 years into our marriage, we went to his friend Matt's birthday party. Nothing fancy. Just drinks and music and old college friends. I didn't even want to go. I had a weird feeling all day, like when you're about to get bad news but you don't know why. Halfway through the night, Caleb went to grab drinks, and I was standing near the patio when I heard someone say my name. My old name. The nickname only people from my party years used. I turned around and my stomach fell through the floor. It was Jason, one of the guys from back then. Not an ex, not even a boyfriend. Just one of those blurry chapters I tried to forget. He grinned when he saw me. "Oh my God, no way, it's you." I felt like I'd seen a ghost. We made awkward small talk. I kept glancing around, praying Caleb wouldn't come back yet. Jason, of course, had zero social awareness. "So are you still wild like you used to be?" He laughed. "Man, you were legendary back then." Legendary. I wanted to die. "Shh," I hissed. "Not here." He laughed harder. "I still tell people about that lake house summer. You remember that? You and... Hey, babe." Caleb's voice behind me. I froze. Jason turned. "Oh, this your husband?" he said, clapping Caleb's shoulder like they were old friends. "Bro, you don't even know? Your wife was..." "Jason," I snapped. Too late. He'd already started. The life of every party. I swear half the guys at school had a crush on her. I think she dated what was it, 10 of us? He laughed like it was funny, like it was a cute story. I couldn't breathe. Caleb didn't say anything, just looked at me. Not angry, not yelling, just confused, which was worse. We left 10 minutes later. The car ride home was silent. I tried to talk first. He exaggerates. He always exaggerates. Caleb kept driving. "How many?" he asked quietly. My heart started racing. "What? How many, really?" I opened my mouth, and for a split second, I almost told the truth. I almost said everything. But fear won again. "It's not that different from what I told you," I said. That was the second lie. And that one? That one killed us. Because he already knew. I didn't know it yet, but Jason had followed him on Instagram after the party and messaged him something like, "Dude, you're a brave man marrying her legends never die." Men are idiots. Caleb showed me the message the next morning, and suddenly there was no hiding. He didn't yell, didn't insult me, just sat at the kitchen table staring at his phone. "You lied," he said. I was embarrassed. I whispered. "For years?" Silence. "I asked you directly. I didn't want you to judge me." He looked up at me. And I swear I will never forget that look as long as I live. It wasn't anger. It was heartbreak. Like something inside him cracked. "I wouldn't have judged you," he said. "But I am judging you for lying to me every day since we met." That sentence hurt more than any insult could have. Because it was fair. It wasn't my past. It was the deception. Every memory we had together suddenly felt fake. Every time he'd said, "I love how honest we are with each other." Every time I nodded and smiled. God, I feel sick just thinking about it. He started asking questions, not aggressively, just quietly, trying to rebuild the truth. And with every answer, I could see him drifting further away. Like the image he had of me was dissolving. "I don't even know who you are anymore," he said that night. I tried everything. Crying, begging, explaining. "It was before you. It shouldn't matter." "It matters because you lied," he said. "Not once. Not twice. For years." He told me something that still echoes in my head. "I married the person you pretended to be. Not the real me. The edited version. The curated resume. And once that illusion broke, there was nothing left to stand on. Trust is weird like that. You don't notice it when it's there. But once it's gone, everything collapses. Within a month, he moved out. Within 3 months, we filed. There were no dramatic fights, no screaming matches, just quiet disappointment, which somehow hurt more. And the worst part? He didn't hate me. He was just done. Like a light switch flipped. Like he emotionally unplugged. That scared me more than anger ever could. Because anger means you still care. Indifference means it's over. The aftermath is what really destroyed me. Because I expected him to be miserable. I thought he'd struggle. Miss me. Regret it. Instead, he thrived. He started going to the gym, got promoted, started traveling with friends, posting pictures actually smiling. People kept saying, "He looks so good lately." Like divorce was a glow-up for him. Meanwhile, I felt like I was rotting. Every memory replayed differently now. Every small lie felt massive. Every "it's not a big deal" felt stupid. 6 months later, he started dating someone. Of course he did. She's a teacher, sweet, soft-spoken, the kind of woman who probably tells the truth even when it's uncomfortable. The kind of woman who wouldn't lie out of fear. I saw them once at a coffee shop. He looked peaceful, not excited, not chaotic, just safe, happy. The way he used to look with me before I poisoned it. That's when it really hit me. He didn't leave because of my past. He left because I didn't trust him enough to tell the truth. Because I decided for him that I wasn't worthy. Because I built our marriage on a foundation of fear. And fear always cracks eventually. If I could go back, I wouldn't change my past. I'd just tell the truth about it. Because the right person doesn't need you to be perfect. They just need you to be real. And I wasn't real. I was edited, filtered. And now I'm alone in an apartment full of boxes, watching the man I love build a life with someone else. All because I was too scared to say a number out loud. It sounds so small when you say it like that. So stupid. But that's how marriages end sometimes. Not with explosions. With tiny lies that stack up until the truth finally crushes everything. If you're hiding something because you're afraid your partner will judge you, tell them anyway. Because losing them for being honest hurts a lot less than losing them for being fake. Trust me, I learned that the hard way.